Joining us to talk about it, we welcome back Prosecutor Robin Sachs. Also with us, Henry Lee, reporter for the San Francisco Chronicle, covering the story. Also joining us, Akua Jackson, Director of Programs for Youth Together. Akua, I'll start with you. I want to get your take on what Deepak Chopra had to say about this emotional retardation and living and growing up in a violent community where, and what got me was when you get the feeling that, or he's saying that this is normal. Your thoughts on that?
You know, when we speak with our students about what happened over the weekend and also what happens just in their lives growing up in Richmond or Oakland or any sort of urban city area, you do get the sense that these kinds of crimes and these kinds of situations happen often. I'm not so sure about, you know, saying that the children are emotionally retarded or dysfunctional. There's one thing to grow up in an environment where the conditions permit these kinds of things to be normalized. And there's another thing to say that the children are sick.
Right.
Is it the children that are sick, or is it the society, is it the community that needs to come together and heal as a community?
Akua, what are you seeing here? I mean, because it's on so many levels, obviously, it's just so disturbing. The attack, 2.5 hours, so many attackers, up to 12, 24 bystanders doing nothing. How do we get there, Akua? How do we get to a place like this? Kids brutalizing kids.
Yeah, I think that, you know, we had a press conference yesterday, and one of the things that we really wanted to highlight, coming from our students, the students that we work with, coming from students who know the people who are involved in this situation, is that really this situation has a little bit to do with everyone. It's kind of everyone's responsibility. You know, us as community organizations, what are we doing? What can we do more of? Students, you know, how can you sort of be aware of yourself and be aware of what's right and wrong and how to make the right decisions, you know, how not to succumb to peer pressure. The school itself, the school administrators, community organizations, we all kind of have a responsibility to bear. Parents, all of us do.
Yeah. Akua, in talking to this student and listening to others, I mean, there could be a fear now. How do you reassure, especially some of these young ladies, about going back to that school after something like this?
Right. Well, you know, it's the unfortunate truth is that this is a horrific incident that occurred to the student on Saturday, and it's also not the first time that this has happened. Our young students are dealing with this on a daily basis, so it's not like now all of a sudden there's going to be fear and people are afraid. The students go to school, they wake up every morning and they go regardless.
Wow, okay. Thanks again, you guys. Akua, Robin, Henry, we appreciate it. Coming up, the latest on